Next, task 4 in module 10, implement file and folder backup. So in this task, we'll see how to implement file and folder backup using Azure Recovery Services. So let's log into Azure portal and go to the virtual machines. So under the virtual machine blade, click on VM1 and under the overview, click on connect and select RDP and download the RDP file. Let's connect to this VM. Let's log in with the default username and password, which is student. Okay, so once logged in, let's open the Edge web browser and log into the Azure portal. Okay, so have logged into the VM1 server. Let me open the Edge browser. Okay, looks like Edge browser is not there. I'll just go ahead and download the Chrome. Okay, so meanwhile it downloads. Let me check if Edge is there in the computer. C drive, Microsoft, Edge. Okay, so it is there here. Let me just use this one. Portal.azure.com. Let me log into this. Okay, so have logged into the Azure portal in my VM1 and go to the Recovery Services Vault and click on RSV1 and click on Backup. So this time I'm going to select where is your workload running. It will be my on-premises and what do you want to back up. So I'm going to select files and folders and then click prepare infrastructure. Okay, so though this virtual machine running on Azure, I'm just going to evaluate this as the on-premise machine and testing this future. So in this prepare infrastructure blade, the first one install recovery services agent. So just click on download the agent and I'll be installing it on this VM. Okay, just go ahead and install it. Okay, click on next. I do not want to use Microsoft Update. Click next and install. Okay, so the installation is done. Next, click on proceed to registration. Okay, so here click browse. Okay, so before that, let's switch back to the Azure portal. And so we need to download the vault credential to register the server. Already downloaded. Okay, so click on download. Okay, so next back to this window, click on download and select the vault credential and click on open. Region East US, a backup vault. Okay, and click on next. Okay, so I'm going to generate passphrase and enter a location to save the passphrase. So I'm going to save it on my documents. Click OK and click on finish. Do you want to continue? Yes. So registering this server with the Microsoft Azure Backup Agent. Okay, let's wait to complete this step. Okay, so make sure you select Launch Microsoft Azure Recovery Service Agent. Click on Close so that it will launch it automatically. Okay, so Microsoft Azure Backup. So go into the Action pane and click on Schedule Backup. Okay, so click on Next to continue. So I'm going to add items which I need to take a backup. Okay, and I'm just going to expand the C drive, Windows, and System 32. So I'm just going to back up the host file. Driver, etc, and select the host file and click OK. Click Next. So here specify the backup schedule. So here schedule a backup every day. So let's select everyday backup and every day at I'm going to select the morning 4:30. Okay, and click Next. So next select the retention policy. So let's review it and I'm going to accept the default value and next choose initial backup type and I'm just going to accept the default value and click next. So on the confirmation page, click on finish. Okay, so the backup schedule has been created. Let's close this window. Okay, so back to the Microsoft Azure backup window. So since we have scheduled the backup and I'm going to initiate the backup, so click on Action Pan and click on Backup Now. So here let's select Files and Folder. So that is what we are going to take the backup, and click Next. So retain backup till, I'm just going to accept the default value. So on the confirmation page, just click on Backup. Let's wait for the backup to be complete. So this would back up the host file that we have selected on the previous schedule. Okay, so the backup is completed successfully. Close it. And I'm just going to close the Azure backup window. Okay, and back to the browser. So under protected items, click on backup items. So here now it will be Azure Backup Agent. So previously we have done for Azure Virtual Machine, and now we have done the backup for the files and folder using the Azure Backup Agent. So here we can see the data that is going to be backed up. Okay, so it's on C drive. The backup item, protected server, which is on VM1, and the last backup time. Okay, so that's all in this task. We'll see task 5 next, how to perform file recovery using Azure Recovery Services Agent.